Welcome back, and we are here on episode 3 of season 3 of Bel-Air. Now, I have my notes, but I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm not going to go by each scene on down. I'm just going to talk about different things going on in this episode. Now, this episode was very jam-packed with action, drama. I don't feel like there was a moment where it was boring or slow-paced. So that's good. The writers are definitely showing out this season thus far, and we still have 7 episodes. About, well, they have like 8 to 10 episodes. We still have some ways to go, all right? So, as we left off, Will and Carlton are, getting their lifestyle brand off the ground. And so, there's a little car show coming up that Jazz told them about. Jazz is going through it. We're going to get back to Jazz. But anyways, they're like, okay, we can, sell merch at this car show, get the name out there, marketing, all that. So Jackie and Lisa were helping them as well, right? So as we know, Will and Lisa have this no labels thing. I don't know if you would call it casual, but no labels thing they got going on. But she's still super jealous of Jackie, saying little slick stuff, unnecessary things. So Jackie outshines her during this car show thing, selling, I think it was 36 t-shirts. And she was kind of, I feel like, I don't want to call her thirsty. But I could tell she was kicking it to Will a little bit. But in her defense, Will is single. So Lisa just couldn't take it no more. Went off, called a girl out her name and all this stuff when they were done with this car show, right? And, that brings me to this point. This is the reason why people need to be honest with what they want instead of agreeing to something just because you don't want to lose somebody. If you know you cannot handle a casual relationships, which means the person you're involved with probably will have other partners. If you can't handle that, you need to be honest with that from jump. Now, I don't remember if her or Will, matter of fact, I think she was the one that said she didn't want any labels, but you know that you got feelings for this boy. You should have just been real about that. You either need to cut it off completely or just be together, which, by the time we were done with this episode, they made it official or whatever. Their little back and forth thing is crazy, and she was totally wrong for talking to Jackie like that, because Jackie was not in the wrong. Was she a little woo woo woo? But she could have been there. She could have been flirtatious with Will. Will is single up to that point. So that was stupid. Like, Lisa, you are not, people are already people have been talking about they didn't really care for how her character is on this show. The Lisa on this one, she's kind of like whiny and stuff. And it's like, okay, you didn't make yourself look any better with this whole Jackie situation. But we'll see how that goes since they're now officially a couple and she can chill the hell out. So after this car show, there's this drag racing event. I think it's called street racing, right? And Frederick, he was with them at the car show, right? He's making bets and stuff. Now, Will and Carlton were not a part of this. I'm trying to make sure my mirror don't fall off. They weren't a part of this, but you can tell Frederick is on some sneaky stuff. I'm still wondering if they're going to have him kind of be like, Jeffrey's son in the on Fresh Prince, which he was only there for one episode, but he was stealing from G and everything. I'm thinking maybe this guy Frederick probably feels a kind of way because Jeffrey wasn't in his life. He left London when he was like a little boy, or she was still pregnant with him or something like that. So there probably is some animosity with him, with the fact that he was in Carlton's life more so than his, which he mentions that when he pretty much, is the word blackmail? Will and Carlton came up to him after all this was done, and they were saying, you need to tell Jeffrey what's up. And then Frederick's like, well, I'll tell him that y'all was drag racing. He's holding that over their head. During this drag race, Carlton was supposed to be the one to drive, but Will decided to drive, right? Because they're trying to win this money, as far as this betting is concerned, win this money for Jazz, because Jazz had his car up at the car show. That's his baby. He was going to sell it. He has that classic, I don't know the maker model, but he has that classic, them cars that Snoop and Dre had back in the 90s. And they were old then. I think they came out like the 60s, right? So he was on the verge of selling his car to help his business. And they ended up winning the race, which was it was like, oh my God. Honestly, I thought somebody was going to crash because like I said, I'm always looking for like that twist. I didn't expect them to win, right? I thought somebody was going to get hurt. So that was, even though that's not necessarily a good thing because somebody can get hurt, like in real life, you driving on the street at night and here comes somebody racing, 90 miles an hour. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm trying to make sure I'm not crooked for you guys. So we already know Frederick's on some sneaky-ish, like the way he moves is just not good. I do feel like Jeffrey's going to catch on to it, though. I think he's going to be hurt. That's his son, and he has him in LA, I feel like, to kind of protect him. So Erica's still acting funny, and Viv just can't take it anymore. Puts her in a corner and say, look, tell me what's going on. Now, they don't show us exactly what Erica said, but when she confronts Uncle Phil, it's an argument, instant argument, right? Now, I am curious to know what exactly she told Aunt Viv. Did she say, I kissed Phil and he shut it down immediately and we've just been business partners ever since? Or did she say something like, me and Phil kissed? Because that's a difference. If you say, we kissed, you're making it sound like it was some mutual stuff that y'all both were into. If you said, I kissed him, he shut it down, that is going to work more in Phil's favor than hers, right? Which that's the truth. But I'm wondering, did she say something else to maybe save her behind so Viv won't be, just put it all on her. But when Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil got to arguing, her thing was more so about you're keeping things from me, lying, such and such. And I hate that for them. And I'm hoping, because we know we got this chef that has this crush on Aunt Viv. I'm hoping Aunt Viv doesn't get weak and fall for that damn chef. I'm just hoping that there's no infidelities on either of their parts in this. Speaking of infidelities, we know last episode, your girl Hillary and Jazz had a little moment, which she found out Ashley actually saw. Now, Ashley is Team Jazz. She doesn't want her to go through with this marriage with LaMarcus, right? So Hillary's beating herself up about whether she should tell Jazz or not. And Karrueche was like, no, like, you got a good thing going. It was just a little kiss. It didn't mean nothing. Just can it, right? Now, if I was in Hillary's situation, knowing me, because I can't hold water when it comes to my personal tea. Like, if I'm talking to someone and they're like, hey, Ashley, this is between me and you, I can hold other people's secrets, but my own, I probably would have texted them immediately, baby, I'm sorry, but we kissed. That's just me. Maybe that's something I have to work on, but right when she was about to tell LaMarcus about what happened, he had an injury and the episode ended right there. So I'm wondering, next week, are we going to find out if it's like a permanent thing? And if it's a permanent injury where he cannot play ball anymore, is Hillary going to end that marriage? Because I feel like she cares for him. She loves him. I feel like she's in love, though, with Jazz. But I feel like the optics, as far as how it looks, they could be like a power couple because she's the popular influencer / chef. He's the ball player. And so I think a lot of it is more of a look thing too with her. And I think that's what Ashley's peeping out is, you want Jazz. moving on to Ashley, and I'm hoping Ashley has some more storyline. Like last season, you know, they had a storyline with her teacher. They were like boycotting and stuff because they fired her teacher for giving her, you know, I guess banned books on Black history or something like that. And the teacher was played by Tatiana Ali, the OG Ashley. And I know the first season and second, we got into a little bit of Ashley's sexuality, about her coming to terms of being gay. Now her friend, I think it looks like they're just friends. But if I'm not mistaken, that's the same girl she had a crush on, I think. I don't know. But anyway, her friend's been noticing that she's been kind of down. There's just stuff going on. You know, Carlton with his addiction, he's still dealing. Ooh. I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to keep going though, y'all. Because until I get that editing thing down, we're going to have some bloopers, alright? So, anyway, so like I was saying, as far as Ashley's concerned, not sure if the girl that she's with is like her friend or they got something going on. But anyway, she has a musical talent just like the Ashley in Bel-Air, only I think hers is it was a poem she read the girl, but I guess it's maybe singing / rapping. So the last scene with Ashley was her getting into maybe starting a band, which I think that'd be pretty cool. I think with Ashley being kind of young, I don't know if maybe they want to be careful with how they portray her. Because, you know, Ashley in Fresh Prince, she had some storylines, but she had more of a storyline once she got into high school when she was like, you know, 15, 16. Which I don't know how old this Ashley is right now. So I want to get into the fashions, man. The wardrobe designers, whoever's in charge of that with this, they really did their damn thing, because the scene with Carucci and Hill when they were like, I guess, got done playing tennis, those tennis outfits were beautiful, and the top that Carucci had on, that was nice. Honey, while I was watching that, I was eating some steamed shrimp, some rice without the enriched stuff, because I heard that the enriched stuff actually kind of like turns to fat or isn't good for you because it's synthetic vitamins or something. And it has some peas, some steamed peas. And I'm like, listen, they're going to keep me eating this because I'm trying to get myself like that, okay? When I tell you they did a great job with the casting. Somebody on Twitter was like, you got to be an attractive man to be cast on the show, and I believe so, because, hey, everybody is A1 cute, all right? Let's see if I think I covered everything. Yeah, I covered everything. Now, I like this episode. This episode had a whole lot more going on than the last one, I think. Oh, I forgot to also mention this Amira girl is still in the mix. She's a little too comfortable, because when Jackie and Lisa kind of got into it, or when Lisa got into it with Jackie, she gonna come up to her face and tell her, you need to leave. Like, girl, you fresh off the stage. Who are you to tell people? We don't know you like that. Carlton barely knows you like that. I don't even know how long he was in rehab, but it wasn't that long. So anyway, we're gonna see what's up. I am very curious. Can't wait till next week, Thursday. I might even stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning so I can watch it as soon as it premieres. Who knows? But anyway, y'all, shout out to my 67 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well that are not subscribed, but you know you can. Hit that like button and comment too. Let's have a discussion about these episodes. I would love to talk to you, see what you think, pick your brain about the characters, the plots, all that, all right? Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.